Welcome to class 8 students. This is the continuation part of the chapter ecosystems. In my last two videos I have discussed with you till decomposers, which is one of the main category of the biotic components. And I have told you that the three categories of biotic components are producers, consumers and decomposers. Okay, so I hope it is clear to everybody. Next, moving on to the interactions within the biotic components. So now we are going to talk about how these producers, consumers and decomposers, they interact among themselves. They are connected within themselves. Okay, see, biotic components are linked to each other primarily by food and form food chains and food webs. So I don't know if you have learnt about food chain and food web in your lower classes, but food chain and food web are very common in the real ecosystem, in the real environment, and without this food chain and food web, the transfer of energy will not take place. Okay, and organisms will die means without getting food. So the first thing that we are going to talk about is food chain. Let's read from the book. A series of organisms that are linked to each other through a process of eating and being eaten form a food chain. For example, in a typical food chain, the plants, okay, what is their function? They are the producers. I'm writing here PROD in short, are eaten by a rabbit. So the plants are eaten by a rabbit, and the rabbit is a consumer, in that case the primary consumer. Okay, I'm writing P consumer, primary consumer. So the rabbit eats green plants. The energy produced, means the food produced by the plants are then, means a part of it is taken by the rabbit when the rabbit eats these green plants. Okay, now what happens? The rabbit is then eaten by a snake. Now a snake will come and eat that rabbit. This snake is secondary consumer, second level consumer. So now suppose the plant is producing 100% energy. Out of this 100%, about 90% is going into the rabbit, and then out of this 90%, again 90% of 90% means about 9% is going into the snake, like that. Okay, means the more longer the food chain, at the end the organism will get very less amount of energy. Okay, the rabbit is eaten by snake, which is in turn eaten by an eagle. Now the snake is eaten by whom? An eagle. Eagle is the tertiary consumer. Okay, now how much energy is going into the eagle? The eagle is getting only 0.9% of energy. See, when the eagle dies, its body is decomposed by microorganisms such as fungi and bacteria into simpler nutrients, which are returned to the soil for reuse by plants. Now when this eagle dies, what happens? Its nutrients, the nutrients that are present in this eagle, are being decomposed by bacteria and fungi and other microorganisms, and then those are being returned to the soil. Clear? Thus a chain of eating and being eaten. So eating and being eaten means rabbit is eating the plant, snake is eating the rabbit, eagle is eating the snake. On other hand, the plants are being eaten by the rabbit is being eaten by the snake is eaten by the eagle, and so on. So this is a chain of eating and being eaten, where or the chain will obviously start from a producer, which are the green plants, and in each level, one by one, the primary consumer, secondary consumer, tertiary consumer, and finally the decomposers. How is the nutrients of the eagle getting into the soil? With the help of the decomposers, when they are feeding on the dead and decaying eagle. Okay, so all the main biotic components are being involved here in this food chain. Okay, so See the few examples of food chain that are given. Green plants, deer. Green plants is eaten by deer. Deer is eaten by lion. Okay, this is one very small food chain. This food chain is found in a forest ecosystem. Here green plants make their own food and represent producers. They are eaten by deer, which represent herbivores or primary consumers. Deer in turn are eaten by lions, which represent carnivores or secondary consumers. Okay, so this is how the food chains go on. Second example is given, grass, which is obviously means the producers. Grass is green and they perform photosynthesis. Grass is eaten by the insect, which are herbivores, and insects are eaten by the frog. Okay, you may give the arrow on the other side as well. I gave the arrow on this side to make you understand that the rabbit is eating the plants, but then this whole chain will start from this way. It will go this way. It is not like that. It is going this way. Plants eaten by rabbit. Rabbit eaten by snake. Snake eaten by eagle. Eagle eaten by decomposers, and then this nutrients go into the soil. So the chain is going this way. Okay, this food chain, the second one, grass is eaten by insect. Insect is eaten by frog, which is a carnivore, and means carnivore means secondary consumer, and frog is eaten by eagle, which is also a carnivore and includes the tertiary consumer, third level consumer. Okay, so this food chain is found in a grassland ecosystem. So this was an example of a grassland ecosystem. So I hope everybody has understood the concept of food chain and the different examples of it, and how energy passes from one organism to the other one within the food chain. Okay, now the next topic that we are going to talk about is food web. So before that, let me rub this so that I can explain to you what food web is. Okay, so I am done rubbing. So let's write here food web. Okay, now food web is the more realistic type of food chain. Basically food web is a network of many food chains. Okay, so in reality, in the real world, do we eat only one thing? Do we eat only fish? Don't we eat meat? Don't we eat egg? We depend on the fishes, we depend on the chickens for their meat, we depend on the hens for their eggs, and we depend on the green plants for the vegetables as well. Okay, so we human beings, right now I gave you the example that we human beings eat a different kind of things. So in the forests also, or in any ecosystem also, one organism will not depend on one particular type of food. It will have, or it will obtain nutrition from different sources, and that is forming the food web. So food chain is not the realistic way to transfer energy. Food web is more realistic and it is more common. Okay, we will discuss about food web. I have given you an idea what food web is. We will discuss further about food web in the next video. Thank you.